Paul, what were the main positives for you today?
I think just winning the game was a major one. I don't think they played great. I don't think they created loads of chances, but I think defensively they were good. They were sound. I thought Martinez we were a little bit worried about before the game. The left back, I thought they both did okay. Martinez especially looks a very aggressive player, which he'll need to be. And just getting through the game after such a bad run away from home, it was important after Monday night as well as performance to back that up with a win, and they've managed to do that.
And what are the positives, Peter, for Southampton and also the frustrations Ralph Hasenhüttl will be feeling after that performance?
The frustrations are just didn't take their chances. I think, set-up-wise, I think work rate. I thought the two centre-halves looked really good. They've got some good young players that seem to have fitted into the system right away. They seem to be buying in to what he wants to do. I just think it was a case of not taking the chances today.
Let's have a look at that goal then. Bruno Fernandes opened the scoring. It was a lovely finish. He said in his interview with Des, everything was perfect in the setup, Paul. What did you think of his overall performance? Did that goal kind of make up for what was quite an average first half for him?
Bruno?
Yes.
No, I think he played well. I think he'd be reasonably pleased with what he did. I think you can't, you can't control games, every single game. I thought he did his job reasonably well, and I think he obviously was the winning goal, and it was a captain's performance.
Manchester United in 8 attempts now. We can hear from him with Des.
Ralph, that must feel tough. You did so much good work there, and you've come up nothing to show for it today.
Yeah, I think very proud of what the guys played today. I must say that they did a really good job today from the first minute. We had good moments, good chances. We really stressed them. We did a lot of things right, and I think we deserved more today. But sometimes in football it is like this. The momentum was not on our side today, and so we lost a game what normally you cannot lose.
Yeah, you tried very hard. I mean, you were denying United space in that first half, causing them real problems.
Yeah, I think we had really good moments. We had a lot of good chances in the box. And then we get killed from one or two shots on target in the second half. I think it felt today that we are always dangerous. Every set piece was dangerous. We were really stressing them in and around the box. We had some good moments. But yeah, today the ball didn't want to go in.
Yeah, we saw the determination with those blocks in front of goal, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, and that shows the character of the side as well.
Yeah, I think I'm not scared with this team, to be honest, because they show every week that they really fight for this club and for our targets, and I think this is good to see.
Back-to-back wins. Let's hear from the manager. He's with Des.
Erik, that's a precious 3 points. We knew it was going to be a different challenge to Monday, but how do you think the team performed today?
I think they learned some lesson from Brentford, quite clear. We are just more compact on their long balls, so that was quite good. Of course, we are really happy with this result, and also the goal we make, and we create some 1, 2, 3 more really good chances. But you hope that you keep more control in the last 30 minutes of the game.
The first half, were you finding it very difficult to get through, finding that pass? Did you have to change things at half-time?
It was, but we don't forget, before half-time, we already had the biggest chance of the game. And it was 3-in-1 play, and it was really well played. So about that, I was satisfied. And I think also at the start of the game, when we had some better decisions in switch of play, we could have created more. But that is the start of the season. It's tough, and you have to get into the season, and you have to fight, and you have to battle, and we did that today, and then you get rewarded, and I'm happy with that.
And the goal was quality from Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, but not only from Bruno, the finish quite clear. Don't get me wrong, it was a fantastic finish, and I'm really happy for him, his first goal of the season. So that is really good. But I think we played I think it was the best part of us. Straight after halftime, when we get control, was also Rashford was more often the target, and that is what we demand in the halftime. Be more target, and we can play over you, and you saw that. Then you get movement around, and I think we created straight after halftime 3 really good chances, and that is how I see football, how I want us to play.
Some scary moments towards the end, but we have players like Casemiro to come on now. There's incredible quality there.
Yeah, but they know how to deal with the situation. But still, I think, but that is next steps. Room for improvement, that you control more, that you break more, or you keep better position in such stages of the game. But we are not that long in our way, as every team in the season. But yeah, there we can improve, clear.
Yeah. Transfer window closes this week. Do we expect anything? Will we see Cristiano Ronaldo beyond that as well?
I cannot say that. And we plan with him, or we stick to that plan. And if our good play is available, we will strike. And because we want to strengthen the squad always, and we will be alert till the last second of the window clear.
Not giving anything away there. Do you think he does know that he is leaving though, and that's why he's putting him on the bench?
No, I just feel that it's just the way he sees it. I think you've got to remember they played in pre-season and they looked quite free-flowing in pre-season. The season started and it hasn't been as free-flowing, so he's looking for what's the right formula. And as a manager, you've got to find what mix works for you, like he's doing with the centre-half pairing. He's got to do that in the forward line as well. But I think a key thing that he said in that interview there was that they learned.
Cristiano's more of a focal point now. He's not. I mean, you get to 37 years of age, you're not going to go sprinting away from people. He is very good at holding the ball up and getting on the end of crosses, whereas Marcus is totally different, and there'll be different times when different players will be needed. So, look, I hope Cristiano doesn't go, but if he does go, I think they're going to need a centre-forward.
And they've got Casemiro now as well, Peter. The fans got a first glimpse of him today. What do you think is the best makeup of that Manchester United midfield going forward now they've got Casemiro in?
Yeah, well, he's going to be an important cog in that. I think, Tom, now, I think they probably need to strengthen that area as well, let's be honest. And if you want to get back to Manchester United winning titles, they're going to need to be stronger in midfield than they are now. Casemiro's not going to change that fact. He's a top player, but they still need more. And I agree with Scholes. I think forward-wise, they're short. I don't think Martial, you can't hang your hat on him. Ronaldo's 37. They need a top striker.
What do you think about the midfield? How would you line them up?
Would you tell them to get on this half turn?
Yeah, of course he would. As you've seen today, they were on the half turn against Scott, so he's obviously not been coached. But no, I think Scott's better going forward. He's been asked to play in that role as a holding midfield player. I don't think he's that good at it. I don't think Fred's good at it either. I think they're both better when they're actually going forward. And with Casemiro, having that player who plays the position brilliantly behind you or next to you is valuable. Invaluable. I had Michael Carrick, Roy Keane.
What does it do for you, those goals?
It just gives you freedom. I don't even think about defending because I know the man who's next to me, or the man who's behind me, is just in the right place all the time. Just
like an insurance policy.
Exactly, it's an insurance policy. Then all you're thinking about is attacking. I want to score goals. I've got my man here if I can't get back at some point, who is just in the right place, break things up and give you the ball.
How optimistic are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm not going to get carried away like I normally do and become a meme.
You've learned from that.
But no, I'm happy with what you're saying because you just want improvement. I think Man United has been in the doldrums for a while now, but a lot of negative talk from people like ourselves here and all the fans. And I think it's nice to see that there's some sort of positivity coming back. Still loads to do, not getting out of our pram about it, but steps in the right direction. So I can go home now in the car quite happy without having to take a beating in a WhatsApp group.
On that note, Erik's at the wheel and it's 2 wins in a row for Man United. Peter, Paul, Rio, thank you very much for your company. That's it from us. We're off to find some aircon now. We're going to hand you back to the team at BT Sports Score. Daryl and Jules, it's all yours.
Thank you, Lindsay. You should be in here absolutely freezing in the studio today. But what a day of football we have ahead. So many games and kick-off just about 10 minutes away. So let's start the previews with Chris Sutton, who's watching the game at Anfield. Chris.
Yeah, it's a must-win game for Liverpool, isn't it? You can't win the league in August, but if Liverpool don't win today, they'll give themselves a mountain to climb up against a battling Bournemouth.
Up next to Chris Sutton, we've got Martin Keown with us today, watching Chelsea against Leicester.
Yeah, big spenders. Chelsea, fully expect them to get back into winning ways today. Difficult times right now for Leicester. Fofana could be the next one to leave.
Robbie Savage here. Are you looking forward to the game at the Etihad?
Yeah, the league can be won in August. City win today, league's over.
Oh, no. He's gone early.
Jolyon is watching his former side, Everton, who really need a win in London today, Jolyon.
Yeah, it's a massive game for Frank and Everton, and having Brentford done the double over them last season, I'm sure they want to rectify that.
Absolutely. And Brighton take on Leeds. Steve Sidwell watching this one. Both sides unbeaten. Will it stay that way?
Solid start for Leeds, isn't it, Jules? So impressive last week against Chelsea. Rodrigo, the Leeds top goal scorer, but they come up against Brighton, who's been so impressive this year. Best league defence, only conceded 1 goal.
Kenny Miller here as well. Warm welcome to him to the BT Sports Score studio. You're watching the game that's coming in from Ibrox.
Yeah, huge week for Rangers, getting back in the Champions League for the first time in 12 years, but it's back to business today in domestic action, and 3 points is a must after dropping 2 points at Easter Road last week.
Absolutely right, so lots to come over the course of the next few hours. All the team news from those 3 p.m. kickoffs and further reaction from St Mary's as well after this quick break.